Hello, g'day. I'm going to do a quick run through on the Clipsal Iconic series. I've just done a lounge, dining, kitchen renovation. Put some big stacker doors and some high-tech security screens and high-tech glass, E-series glass I think it's called, or E-glass I think they call it, sorry. Got the sound system and all that good stuff, and sound bar, and everything's all mounted on walls and all that sort of stuff, and ceiling speakers and all that. Anyway, so what I'm going to do is just do a quick once over on the Clipsal Iconic. So real quick, just a few pointers. Now I chose to do the heavier duty ones, even though I didn't need to. You've got the 6 amp and 10 plus amp switches. So I chose the 10. If I had my time again, I'd probably do the 6, because there's no way I'm going to get anywhere near 10 amps. So when you're doing the hunt through the catalogue, the 6A is plenty. It also, if you go the 10s, it leaves you a little bit less room behind the switch panel, so you can only do three per switch panel. So but I'm happy with that. I actually like it because I've done it so that they're different areas, so lounge, kitchen, dining, all that sort of stuff, and patio and deck area. So for me it's worked out actually pretty good. But if you do note it, you can be in a situation where you need more switches than more switch plates than what you normally would. So that aside, the other thing with the 10 amp ones, you need a fair bit of room behind the plate. So if you've got brick, you got to prepare a bit earlier. Now I've got gyprock over brick, direct stick, and it was hard work. Again, if I had my time again, I would just brick out that whole section, but it was all core filled and everything, and it was pretty hard yakka. So yeah, I'd recommend that you would cut out that whole area and then just gyprock over the top, and then just cut out nice little spots here, just as per the template on the back of the switch plates, which they've all got. So 57mm holes, 32mm apart, and it gives you a nice little spot. So, but for me, she's all brick, so there was no such thing as pretty little holes. That aside, so we'll move on. So what it is, it comes with the Bluetooth app as well. It got the push button as well as the normal on-off switches. So I'm going to eventually upgrade all these to all push button and the Bluetooth, but obviously there's a budget on things and so much money per switch, and I got all the important ones done, and I'll worry about the less important ones later on. So yeah, so I've got the fans all on it as well. Now the fans, even they did say don't put them on solid state dimmers, and I did, just for the sake of it, to see how they go. They work perfectly fine, and you get the standard hum to go with it. So I'm going to change them out to rotary dimmer with a BLE on-off switch. That'll sit behind the switchboard, behind the individual switch, which I'm going to do in the next day or two. So basically it'll still be a rotary fan switch here, and behind it I'll just have a switch, the little 6 amp on off. So that way you still communicate, and you turn the fans on and off from the different locations. So anyway, so that's fine. So all fans are at 1, 2, 3 fans. I've got outside lights there on the normal switches. That's the sensor light and carport lights, and the rest of them we've got push button, which match up with the applicable light fitting. So so these are 3 locations. One over there's 2, and over here's the 3rd one there. So I just got a little bit more fit off to do on this one, but that's okay. So what it is, when you get all the wiring done, it's got the control circuits that link between here to there to there. So you've got like a master unit, I'll call it that for argument's sake, a master unit, and then you've got like a slave. So for example, that's the master unit here. and then over there you've got a slave, and over there you've got a slave. So it can go up to 5-way, and all you need is a control wire in between each of them, but I think the control wire limitation is about 20 meters or something. So if you've got a big house, by the time you go up the wall, across the ceiling and all that, you're pushing towards the end of the control wire reach. So way around it, you just put another little switch button in the middle of it. So yeah, another little switch in the middle of it just to give it a bit of a boost on the voltage world. So righto, so next that's about it for the push button and the switch options. They come in different colours too. I've got all mine on white, and the kitchen I went with the Vivid Grey, and they come with the cooker switches and all that. And as you can see, I've got one little switch still on order. These come in packs of 5, so that's still coming. And I did the outlet ones. All the GPIOs were with these USB and a little USB plate for your phone and all that stuff, so it's pretty cool. So that's about it for that. So what I'll do, I'll just run you through the BLE process with the app and all that sort of stuff. So basically all you do is just download the Wiser Room app, which is from the App Store. You just type in Wiser Room and you find it. You click on it, takes you through to the options. So what I'll do is I'll just show you. That's basically the screen, and then you just pair it, and it tells you what to do. You just walk through this stage, it automatically does it. So when you add a new device, you just press edit, and then just click up here. It says add new device. Then it says press 3 times. So I'll just quickly find out which one it is. It's that one there. So press it 3 times, and it tells there it is. She just finds it. It says loading and then pairing and blah blah blah. Now I've already had this on there and it's already recognized it on me, so there you go. So it's too smart for me. I deleted this just for the video, but anyway, so what you do is you would press it 3 times. This is for dimmer, 4 times for just a normal switch. So anyway, so once it goes in there, I'll explain it. It goes to you type in the name of it. So in this case, it was the patio area, which is the outside, and then the area, which is the patio. You can sort of see it. It says here patio. So the first line's patio area. That's what the actual light is, and the location is the patio. And then you just press OK. And when you do the next one, you press done up here, and then you do it again, and then you press edit, new device. And you go through the whole lot. If you want to get rid of the old devices, you just press the bin up here. So to use it, once you that's everything. That's how it opens. Opens like that. Slide it across. There's all the help options and all that. So you just go to home. So you just click in here. There's your lights, fans and all that sort of stuff. So that's all broken down to the way I set it up, like I was explaining before. So you got the kitchen, deck, lounge and all that sort of stuff. So if you want to go to the individual locations, you've got the lounge, kitchen, entrance, dining, deck. So you've got all the different areas, and of course the patio down the bottom. So easy to do. For example, if you want to do the feature, I'll do something. What's here? The kitchen. So you do the kitchen. There's the centre bench lights right there. So I'll do this with the same, with watching it. So centre bench. If you want to turn them on and off. That's that's to make them brighter. This is pretty hard to do, watching the camera at the same time. And bring them to dim. There you go. So you bring them down. Hang on. It's pretty hard with the camera. Sorry, I'm just going to go and do this because I can't do 2 things at once. I'm a man. There we go. Righto. So that's it on dim there. And what we'll do, we'll boost it back up again. Up there, and then you can go all the way to flat out. flat out. There we go. So it's done in real time. It does it in real time. If you want to turn them off, all you do is press that button. Good night. And off they go. Turn it back on. Turn it back on. So it doesn't matter what you do on here. Doesn't matter what you do on here, you can still do it on here. So even there, if they're off, if for example the lights are off on here, so for example the lights are off there, you can go on here, it picks it up, tells you they're off already, and you can turn it back on. You just turn it back on and voila, Bob's your uncle, job done. So you can do that. So you can put it on half, whatever, you can do dimmer. So then you can go into all sorts of settings and all that sort of stuff. And anyway, I'll let you people know how to do that. So yeah, you can go in advanced settings and all sorts of stuff. So, you know, fan kitchen, there's the fan, so we'll start the fan up. So we'll put her on flat out. Start her up and put her on flat out. Sorry, I'm doing two things at once. Watch the screen, bloke. There we go. So there we go. So the kitchen fan kicks into gear. And away she goes. So these are those new PVC or poly fans, I think they're called, or whatever they are. They put out heaps of air, which is really good. But they're a little bit of a bugger to set up, and they've got quite a long drop on them, so I had to modify the drop on all of them. So, but that's okay. So I've got to do a little bit of work on the balancing, which tells you on the instructions as well. So sometimes you've got to change the blades to one side or the other. So I've still got to do that. So there's your fan entrance. So you bring it up again. Yep. Oh, hang on. What have I done? No, that's the entrance. Oh, that's the wrong fan. Sorry. No. Kitchen fan. There it is. So I've had enough of him. Turn him off. There we go. She turns off. And then you turn it back on. Away she goes again. So like I said, these fans say you're not supposed to use them on solid state dimmers, but I am at the moment. Yeah, I don't know what they're going to do to it in long term, and they've got a little bit of a hum to them, but it's something I'll work out later on. I'm in no rush to sort that out. So anyway, that's the app. That's the basic Clipsal series, Clipsal Iconic. Pretty good really. That's about it. Thank you very much.